Hello, I'm Faiz Rahman. You're watching Cafe DC. Our guest today is a prominent entrepreneur of Pakistani origin, here working for the betterment and to improve trade relations between Pakistan and the United States. Mr. Siddiq Sheikh is here with us today. Let's talk to him about his organization and this upcoming convention. Sheikh Saab, thank you very much for joining us today.
Yes. It's a pleasure to be with you, sir.
I know you have done a lot, not just through your business association, which is Pakistani American Business Association. I think you founded that association in the 80s, right?
1986.
1986. And then through that organization, you have held conventions before. So now your next project is the International Business Convention. I have a flyer for that convention. So basically, what's your goal through this convention?
In 1986, our community wasn't aware that anything about seminars, job fair, conventions. So I have done 12 national conventions. We have done many seminars
under this
organization.
Yes, the Pakistani American Business
since 1986 until now. And then after 12 conventions, many seminars, job fairs. After 9/11, we was the only organization was out there and looking after the business, Pakistani American Business Organization. And we did the 2004 International Convention in Islamabad. Head of the delegation, our governor, at that time sitting governor, was Governor Gilmore. He was with us in Islamabad. We did very, very successful. And the Prime Minister Jamali was our honor guest, and we had many, many other honorable guests. And when we come back, we announced it, we're going to do it in Washington, D.C., International Convention. So now we are preparing, and I just came back also in Pakistan. I was 6 weeks working with the Chambers
of Commerce.
Gujranwala was wonderful people. And all the business people, they are behind and they wanted to come and work with the American companies.
So what kind of opportunities will the Pakistani businesses get here by coming and attending this convention?
Faisab, this is a great question because this convention is going to be one of a kind. It's a 4-day convention. We will have, from day one, is introducing Pakistani companies with American companies. Then after that, is not only they will have the opportunity to introduce their product in American public, American policy making. We will have Congress, senators. We will have a state level elected official. We will have a county level elected official. But not only that, we will have a private sector. Example, people coming to make deals under one roof. We will have UPS, FedEx, and any other transportation is connected with this international trade is coming and going. It is going to be so good for both countries. Our motto is to build a bridge. Such a bridge, it can last forever. Whatever Pakistani companies can bring and sell in the United States, then we will connect them in whatever raw material or other way, vice versa, to sell to Pakistani companies. So connect them. We will have a lobbyist. We will have it also attorneys, connected immigration questions, people with the business visa. They have a concern about, how they can come and go.
Any idea how many businesses, any projections, how many businesses from Pakistan will be able to attend this convention?
Well, we have about 20 people. Gujranwala Chamber have committed, 20 companies will come. Lahore also committed, they will support. We have a Sialkot also committed, but they did not give us the numbers. But biggest thing is for me, our ambassador, sitting ambassador, Jalil Abbas Jalani, have given not only endorsement, and he says, you have my 100% support. At the same time, I have Muhammad Khurram Agha, who is Trade Minister in Embassy here. he is working with my.
So you have a good support, and I think why this is important. This convention is important, Sheikh Saab, because I interviewed Ambassador Robin Raphael about 2 weeks ago for this show, and her main focus was on the trade with Pakistan. What she said was that Pakistan does need aid, of course, but a lot of trade, and on those lines, your organization, I think, is doing a good job because, of course, Pakistani Americans cannot offer aid in those terms, but through business relations, by building bridges, trade and business bridges, you can accomplish a lot, for back home. We have to take a very short break here, and after we come back, we're going to talk to Sheikh Saab about his activities in the education sector. He's been very active on the education side in this country. He's been on a few boards of universities and other places. So please don't go anywhere and keep watching Cafe DC.
Each week here at Cafe DC, I go one-on-one. Politicians, literary giants, activists, power brokers, and many more from different walks of life. And focusing on what matters is my cup of, shall we say, coffee. Matters that make a difference in the society. Watch me, Faiz Rahman, on Cafe DC every week only on PTV World.
Welcome back. Sheikh Saab, let's go back to the convention because I think it's a very important event, not because that's how you improve the lives of the people. Yes, Pakistan is going through a lot of issues these days. The economy is not doing so well, even though there has been some improvement, but we still have power issues. Natural gas is not like, not everybody has proper supply of the natural gas. So yes, I know these kinds of business activities will directly impact the economy of Pakistan as well as the lives of Pakistan. So that's why I want you to spend a little bit more time on explaining this whole idea. What if a business, other than these chambers that you mentioned, Gujranwala, Sialkot, Lahore, maybe I think you're going to talk to Karachi Chambers of Commerce as well. But if somebody who is a small businessman and not really so well connected, how they can approach you directly and what they have to go through, what kind of process they have to go through. They have to talk to the local American consulate, the embassy. Please, tell us something on those lines.
Number one, we have a website. They can go there and we will put every week information about convention.
Can you give us the address of the website, please?
Yes, PABAUSA.org. I repeat, PABAUSA.org.
PABAUSA.org. Okay, good.
Now, all the information and registration can be done at the website. It is going to be a 4-day, starting Thursday and ending Sunday. Thursday is going to be all the people who are joining. We are expecting, we would like to see about over 200 companies can come from Pakistan, and we would like to have over 200 companies from USA. So we are hoping to have 400 companies working together. And people, when they travel for internationally, not only we are thinking about they're going to make a business deals and build connections with the lobbyists, with the and political people and the governments and so forth. In this, we have built in a fun also. The people who would like to go and play golf, we will have that segment. Who would like to go sightseeing, we will have that segment. Also, we're going to invite the high-level speakers from Pakistan, high-level speaker from the United States. Hopefully,
those who can educate and who can give their ideas on businesses.
Exactly, because we're going to have like six seminars.
So Sheikh Saab, what are the areas and the business categories that you're going to be having at this convention?
You know, I just came back from Pakistan after 7 weeks trying to find what people their needs are. We have learned what is the product is coming in the United States. We're going to find the companies to have that product equal in where people are bringing a raw material to sell here, then we will have a finished product. Example, U.S. Cotton Council's Assistant Director David Collin also traveled with me in Pakistan. He went to Karachi. He went with all the big companies, you know, Tata's and Nishad, Kohinoor's, and now...
He already does business with those big companies.
Yes, they do. And what they do is U.S. Cotton Council sells the cotton to Pakistan, and then they turn around and buy the finished product. That's exactly what we would like to do to help Pakistani companies. You know, to have a two-way trade.
And then you're going to have importers and exporters as well, connecting, for example, what are the needs here for the American importers, and then you have some exporters coming in and basically joining hands with those exporters. Is it something that, you know, not just manufacturers, but also like service industries that will also be represented in the...
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are seminars going to be how people can develop their management skill. How they can develop to investment in United States and Pakistan. Pakistan is looking for investment in energy, and I'm sure other people are looking for investment in United States. So we are going to provide a stage for the people where they will have a both side answer whatever the answer they're looking for.
How are you going to deal with the visa issues? I mean, that's quite a tricky issue when it comes to like people getting visas to come here as businessmen. Do you have some arrangements?
Well,
for them?
I have met the consulate last year March, this year March, twice in U.S. our embassy, and they have told me if people apply 6 months ahead of a time, they shouldn't have no issue.
Your organization will offer them some legal help as well, like some lawyers who can prepare their documents for the for visa applications and the letters, or I mean they may need some information and some papers from your organization for this convention. So you have your lawyers in place who can...
We have 3 immigration lawyers, and we have talked to them, and they are EB5, EB2, H visa, whatever investment visa, L visa. We had a great deal of a detailed discussion. Yes, we have 3 lawyers who can help them.
Very good. And Sheikh Saab, I want to make it clear here that this organization, Pakistani American Business Association, is a non-profit organization, one of only a few business organizations in the Pakistani American community who have 501c3 status, which is like tax deductible. Any donations or any help that people offer to your organization is tax deductible, and it's a non-profit organization, and you're not into this convention and to make money or stuff. You just about offering services and help to the community.
If I may clarify, please. 501c3 is normally for religious, 501c4 and 501c6 is for the education and business. So we are 501(4) and 501(6). Not
are
501c.
You still business deductible?
Yes,
okay.
yes, whatever.
I mean tax deductible, sorry.
Tax deductible for the American citizens. Yes, and this is the only business organization in the United States, far I know in my knowledge. There is no other business organization in the United States.
In the Pakistani American community?
In the Pakistani American community.
Very good.
It's last 35 years plus. If I may make one other comment direct to Pakistani American businessmen, this is real. We would like you to get involved. We need your help just as well you need our help. So we will work together and build this bridge. Without each other, we cannot build this bridge.
Each week here at Cafe DC, I go one-on-one. Politicians, literary giants, activists, power brokers, and many more from different walks of life. And focusing on what matters is my cup of, shall we say, coffee. matters that make a difference in the society. Watch me, Faiz Rahman, on Cafe DC every week only on PTV World.
Welcome back. So, Shadiq Sahab, let's talk about your education services for the education sector. Your organization not only is working on these business relations between Pakistan and the United States, but also you've been on boards of several educational institutions, and one very prominent university in the DC area, in the Washington DC area, is George Mason University, and you are on a board of visitors of that university. That's quite an honor for a Pakistani American. So tell us about what your organization and yourself has been doing to promote education, not just in Pakistani American community, but also overseas in Pakistan.
We started under the PABA, Pakistan American Business Association scholarship. We was giving 1 or 2 every year to the needy people here. And then as I grow and we see the need of our future generation, the better education, the better community, the better banking, the better community, and better, integrating people in the United States to become better citizen, they needed to have a better education. So after 40 plus years working, and my dear Governor Bob McDonnell have appointed me.
The former governor of Virginia.
Former governor of the state of Virginia. He have appointed me for board of visitor, which is board of director. Now, that was 15 appointments only in the whole state for George Mason University. Now, I sit on the board, we make a policy, promote what is good for the student. And this country promotes very high level. Our president is #1 priority, all the governors #1 priority is education. I have announced it also, wanted to open a George Mason University in Pakistan. And I'm still
Their
working.
campus in Pakistan.
In Pakistan, satellite campus, actual campus. And last March is George Mason campus also open in Korea. And I am also opening a high school in Pakistan. So
which area?
It's in Punjab.
In Punjab. Which city?
Gujranwala.
Gujranwala.
Gujranwala. But at the same time,
You're from Gujranwala, right?
I born in
You were
Gujranwala, yes, yes, and I've been here since 1969. And other thing is, with the education connected, I'm very proud to say, and I'm so lucky also working with the NUST University, National Science and Technology University in Pakistan. And we had 15 professors, deans, head of departments and so forth came into George Mason, and they have learned and upgraded international level. And when they went back after the training, their teaching skill, it was been improved.
So NUST is not part of your affiliation or with George Mason, right? It's a separate project that you're working on.
Yeah, when the rector, Muhammad Asghar, he's a wonderful man.
Who's the director of National University of Science and Technology.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. And he have also appointed me at the global board member for the NUST University. So we have a couple of MOU signed, and then last March, I took Provost Peter Stern from George Mason to visit NUST. This year, there has been 2 other delegations have gone to NUST to visit, to start working together between George Mason and NUST. So one side, I am a board of visitor. The other side is I'm also on the global board member for the NUST and working to promote education in Pakistan.
Sheikh Sahab, you're a very busy businessman. You have quite a few businesses. And then finding time for this extra business activities, quote unquote, to do work for the betterment of the community, and then your focus on education, and then promotion of community businesses. What's your motivation? How do you find time to do all this?
You know, I will answer you this way. I went to Umrah a few years ago with my dad. And the first thing when I saw Allah Mia's house, God's home in Mecca, my first wish was, God, how I can make you happy? How can I serve you? And I asked God to let me serve his people. And since then, believe me, every time when I put smile on person's face, it gains one day I live longer. When I help a person to become in a business, when I help a student to go in the university, when I help the person to find a job, when I help a person in whatever their needs are, I am very, very fortunate. I am very lucky. And I tell you also, I'm very proud to have 3 daughters and 1 son and 10 grandchildren.
Wow, large. Oh my God, you have 10 grandchildren?
I am very, very
So you're
proud.
a nana and a dada?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You look
Yes.
quite young
And
for that.
believe me, I still have a lot of time. I just would like to make a comment here is the Pakistani American company and the public, please start trusting each other. Please start respecting each other and respect the other countries and start working on the positive side and look what we can do for each other, how we can move and help each other. And believe me, we will make it so much different. The United States of America is such a country who cares. People here is very passionate. And as you know, we have more than 25 mosques. And I am the witness
In this area.
in this area. And 5 mosques, I can go where I can say I have helped. I'm a part of those mosques. I help to build financially and I give my time and connections. It is great to be here, but my motherland, I have also great feeling. I can never forget it. That motherland, I would love to help. And also, if anybody from Punjab government would like to connect with us, and we won't ask no money, we will ask to be their helper. That's the best I can do.
Sheikh Saab, thank you very much for being with us today. We wish you good luck and Godspeed with your projects, with your good, noble projects actually. And hopefully we'll see you soon again with your accomplishments and a report back on your convention next
Thank
year.
you for your help. God bless you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Viewers, thank you very much for watching this episode of Cafe DC. I'm Faiz Rahman. Please don't forget to give your feedback through our Twitter account as well as our Facebook. And also go to our website urduvoa.com. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.